Donald Trump, a man of scandals and a threat to USA political dynamics. Donald John Trump is an American politician, media personality, and businessman who served as the 45th President of the United States from 2017 to 2021. Trump received a Bachelor of Science in Economics from the University of Pennsylvania in 1968, and his father named him president of his real estate business in 1971. According to Wikipedia, Trump received a Bachelor of Science in Economics from the University of Pennsylvania in 1968, and his father named him president of his real estate business in 1971. Trump renamed it the Trump Organization and expanded its operations to building and renovating skyscrapers, hotels, casinos, and golf courses. After a series of business reversals in the late 20th century, he successfully launched side ventures that required little capital, mostly by licensing the Trump name. From 2004 to 2015, he co-produced and hosted the reality television series The Apprentice. He and his businesses have been plaintiff or defendant in more than 4,000 state and federal legal actions, including 6 business bankruptcies. Trump won the 2016 presidential election as the Republican Party nominee against Democratic Party nominee Hillary Clinton while losing the popular vote. During the campaign, his political positions were described as populist, protectionist, isolationist, and nationalist. His election and policies sparked numerous protests. He was the first U.S. president with no prior military or government experience. The 2017 to 2019 Special Counsel investigations established that Russia had interfered in the 2016 elections to favor Trump's campaign. Trump promoted conspiracy theories and made many false and misleading statements during his campaigns and presidency, to a degree unprecedented in American politics. Many of his comments and actions have been characterized as racially charged or racist and many as misogynistic. Donald Trump's administration will always be remembered in American politics. Notable victories included nominations to the judiciary, diplomatic achievements in the Middle East, and economic gains. But serious flaws were brought to light by difficulties managing the COVID-19 outbreak and disputes arising from polarizing speech and moral dilemmas. Trump's legacy is contradictory. His fans applaud his revolutionary initiatives, while his detractors charge him with undermining social norms. The impeachment process brought to light how contentious his presidency was. In the end, the assessment of Trump's administration reflects the sharply divergent views throughout the country, highlighting the need of carefully weighing both achievements and setbacks to create a thorough knowledge of this significant period in American history. Trump achievements, authenticity, cooperation, ownership, and vision are the 5 pillars of effective management leadership, and he seems to be thriving in all of them. The fact that he went from being a real estate magnate to a reality TV celebrity to the president of the U.S. is evidence of his success. What he says is what he means, and he is a firm believer in following through. He has shown himself to be a genuine leader via this personality characteristic. He firmly believes in owning up to his mistakes and being true to himself, no matter how many others try to dissuade him. However, they also believe in working together. Donald Trump has a self-assurance, strength, and assertiveness making him serve well in his leading position in politics. Also, the counter-decision-taking side might always been enticed by his tremendous personal appeal. Using the Million Inventory of Diagnostic Criteria, MIDC, the researchers examined Mr. Trump's personality features as a fearless and daring personality seems to have been an added bonus. From various records, Mr. Trump's track record of successful economic efforts demonstrates his mastery of the art of negotiation in a very clear and convincing manner. In order to successfully complete the transactions, it seems that he exerts a great deal of effort across a variety of dimensions, such as the management of people, the management of change, and the capacity to rapidly adapt to situations that are always changing. He is a leader in the business sector, and as such, he makes an attempt to network with competing businesses in the countries that are in the surrounding area. The capacity to encourage and inspire others is Mr. Trump's strongest suit. He won the presidency in 2016 thanks in large part to this quality, which was on display during his Make America Great Again campaign. Despite Trump's position of power, what draws and inspires people to him is his straightforward behavior and simplicity. Additionally, Trump named a considerable number of individuals to district courts and federal appeals courts around the country. These appointments were made in addition to the Supreme Court. By the time his presidency came to an end, he had appointed more than 230 federal judges, which had a variety of effects on the judicial system. Mr. Trump's lack of self-control and impulsive actions, being dominant or having a controlling pattern and decision-making process were two secondary elements of behavior discovered in personality trait study. Someone with an inflated sense of self-importance has been criticized on social media and Twitter. One time he said, "Sorry losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it." Unlike his coworkers, he isn't compassionate and helpful. Has a hard time taking criticism. It is not suitable for the opinion of a single person to have more weight than the evidence and logic that are presented inside the argument. Specifically, with regard to this specific facet, Mr. Trump is unable. Taking in the criticism that is directed on him from the general populace is a difficult task for him. Trump's Twitter account is a glaring illustration of his failure to adequately respond to criticism and put it into practice. Failing to assess mistakes and implement necessary adjustments, the evaluation of programs that are not in Mr. Trump's political interest is not something he believes in. The most glaring instance of this was his decision to withdraw the United States from the Paris Agreement, which jeopardized both the country's security and the planet's ability to combat climate change. The United States saw an upsurge in storms, floods, and wildfires as a result. Trump does not exhibit empathy as experienced on several occasions. He has shown an inability to comprehend the viewpoint of the opposing side. In addition, it fails to acknowledge the value of the information and experience that other people possess. Additionally, it has been an issue in his personal life as well, since he has been divorced and separated on several times. This has occurred on multiple instances. Using the presidency for private benefits, there have been allegations that Trump has benefited from his businesses and promoted them by using his position as president to do so. Concerns have been made, for example, over whether or not his frequent excursions to resorts and assets owned by Trump served to promote his businesses. A complicated tapestry of successes and setbacks, Donald Trump's administration will always be remembered in American politics. Notable victories included nominations to the judiciary, diplomatic achievements in the Middle East, and economic gains. But serious flaws were brought to light by difficulties managing the COVID-19 outbreak and disputes arising from polarizing speech and moral dilemmas. Trump's legacy is contradictory. His fans applaud his revolutionary initiatives, while his detractors charge him with undermining social norms. The impeachment process brought to light how contentious his presidency was. In the end, the assessment of Trump's administration reflects the sharply divergent views throughout the country, highlighting the need of carefully weighing both achievements and setbacks to create a thorough knowledge of this significant period in American history. Thank you all for listening and watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Also share as a motivation to compose more meaning stories. Peace.